I played Tera Box Tour Regionals on 0 hours of sleep and almost made day 2. Here's what I learned. What is going on? Welcome back to the channel. If you're new around here, welcome to the greatest gang in the Pokemon universe, the Totodile gang. And today we've got my vlog from the Milwaukee Regional Championships, as well as what I learned from nearly piloting a very complex deck to a day 2 after pulling an all-nighter. We have hit the road. We're going to Ames, Iowa tonight. Then we're gonna get to Milwaukee tomorrow on Friday.
Go Cyclones.
Go Cyclones.
That's about it. Ames has Iowa State, and that's about it. So
About it.
That's about it.
Tyler's game shirt back there. We're ready to go.
Let's go.
Okay, we are trying to find our way into the convention center. We made it to Milwaukee, but we're lost. So we're a bit lost. Okay, maybe that's it. We might have found it. Alright, we thought we'd figured it out. We're still fucking lost. We made it.
We made it.
We done did it. We're ascending the stairway to heaven here. Finally made it into the convention center. We got our stuff. This is my second Briar. So exciting. And we've got ourselves Iono. Once we finally found out how to get into the convention center, we got some practice in, we met some new people. Shout out to John, who we met on Friday, for finishing 32nd with Charizard. That is awesome. Then we went and got some food at this dope ass indoor food court place. This place had a bunch of different restaurants. I would highly recommend this if you're ever in Milwaukee. And then we settled into our cozy hotel rooms for what was sure to be a calm and peaceful night of sleep. Until it wasn't. Okay, so we are currently walking to the convention center. It's about 8 o'clock. Last night around 12, right around midnight, we had a nice little fire alarm going off in our hotel.
So loud.
Ridiculously loud. It was like, this is not a drill. Get your stuff, get out of the building, all that fun stuff. We get down to the floor like below us. I had just fallen asleep. Tyler had just fallen asleep. I hop out of bed, I'm freaked the fuck out, I'm getting my stuff on, trying to get as many of my things that I need as possible. Make it down to the floor below us, and they're like, yeah, the kitchen vents were closed. So my fight or flight had already kicked in, my adrenaline was going. I didn't get to sleep. So I'm running on literally 0 hours of sleep going into the regional with Milwaukee.
I'm on about 6, so
we'll
see how that works out.
So fun.
Yeah.
So fun. Okay, round 1 is done. I played Terapagos, which is just not that great of a matchup for us, but took down the first game. He took me second game because I prized my Sparkling Crystal, and it was literally the last prize card. And then we ran out of time, so 0-1-0, or whatever a tie is. 0-0-1. I'm tired. How'd you do?
We got
action.
Start over. All right, so we took a loss round 1, but it was really close. He won game 1, I won game 2, pretty handily. I won 6 prize cards to 0. So we go into game 3.
What deck against?
Oh, we're playing Tera Box, and we went up against a Poison Moon deck, which I didn't think I would see. So yeah, he took game 1, I took game 2, and in game 3 we had like 13 minutes left, and it came down to turns. And it was last turn of ties. All I needed was an energy from my deck, and I would have had a knockout that would have not had me win, but like secure the tie. But I didn't get it. He had a boss in hand and tossed me up and took the win. But
Rip.
Good warm-up game. We'll try and get the dub for next one.
Okay. Round 2 is done. I played Dragapult. I did not get to use either of my Lillie's Clefairies in either game, so Tera Box is doing that bricking thing that I was afraid that it would. So, on to the next round. Tyler now.
We took a dub. We played Dragapult Charizard.
A much worse version of Dragapult.
Yeah, we hit the nuts. 2MS Ogerpon pretty much every attack. Got a couple early torrential pumps with the Wellspring. And just kind of ran away with it both games. Didn't go to time or anything. So, feeling good. I hope this luck continues on the draws, but on to round 3, let's go.
We'll see. Let's see what we're up against next. I'm tired. 2 more losses, so I'm going to take a fucking nap. We are officially the 1-1-1 boys. I got a dub against Raging Bolt, just barely. And then Tyler...
I got slow played against the Gardevoir player.
Tyler got slow played against Guardy. Not the most shocking thing ever in the world. But we're both 1-1-1, looking alright. Hope for some good matchups. Hope I can get Fan Rotom on the first turn. I actually used Lillie's Clefairy against Raging Bolt. Crazy. Unreal. Like a lot. I used a lot of Lillie's Clefairy.
Not bad.
But on to round 4. Alright. Well, I played my second Raging Bolt in a row. Took another dub. I beat kind of an older lady. I feel a little bit bad, but we crushed it. And then another tie with Colt. Interesting fella.
Yeah, I don't even know.
Interesting fella. He was trying to call time on him for not playing in 15 seconds. It's kind of crazy.
It's really weird. Yeah, he tried to make it a hard rule. I wasn't trying to slow play.
Yeah.
We were in turns too, so
they were in turns. Didn't matter. Tyler also didn't pass, and then the dude just drew for turn, and then he shuffled that card back into the deck, which should have been a prize. You don't do that. You call a judge.
There's a judge right there, but it was like I had 4 prizes left. There's no way I was
so
taking
it wouldn't have mattered. But we're 2-1-1 and 1-2-1, 1-1-2. So still in the hunt. Got to keep winning. Let's go. Okay. We actually won against Poison Archie, so we are 3-2-1. 2 more wins, and I might have my first day 2 in a regional. But no matter what, I've won 3 games off 0 hours of sleep, and that's a win. All right. Tyler unfortunately played a top 250 guy at EUIC. Day's not going super hot.
We went to a last turn.
Yeah. All right. Unfortunately, I did not remain undefeated. We ran into a Joltik box, and there's not much we can do into that. We literally our only option is to Terapagos, Crown Opal, and hope and pray they don't have Bloodmoon Ursaluna. Or hope and pray they have prized their Bloodmoon Ursaluna, which they did not do. So we are eliminated from day 2, unfortunately, but it's okay. It's easily my second best performing regional so far, so building on it, taking this into NAIC. I think I'll probably finish out this last round, see if I can get any points out of this, but it's been a great time. Having a fantastic time. Okay, we finished up our final round. It was super fun, super nice guy. He was running Dragapult. I literally Wellspring Mask Ogerpon, kind of decimated his bench. He conceded. I did it again, game 2. Just 2 Wellspring Mask torrential pumps, and that's game. So we'll finish at 4-3-1. Not too bad. Best showing since Louisville. So positive momentum going towards NAIC, you know. What's going on, y'all? It is post-regionals. We're just chilling. I am finally going to get some sleep for the first time in about 24 hours. Very excited about that. My overall experience with Milwaukee, I think it was a very well-run event. I think they did a really good job of getting the lists out pretty quick, all that fun stuff. It was a little bit smaller, so I feel like that makes sense, but I think they did a great job. Everybody I played with was freaking awesome. Everybody was so nice. Tyler, let's hear about what was your Milwaukee?
No, the event was really cool. It was really well done. Met a lot of really good people. Didn't play as well as I would have liked to, but I did pick up the deck a week ago, so that kind of tracks. I did have a lot of fun playing the actual game and getting to see what the meta looks like post-rotation. Met some good people, met some bad people. Just how it goes.
Yeah, but the one really great thing that we added this trip is Mr. Q over here. He's kind of the GOAT. So put I love Q in the comments if you're not like an absolute asshole. So mwah. And that was my regional. I had an absolutely great time, and I just met so many freaking cool people. So if I played you on Saturday, just know that I appreciate you, and you were absolutely awesome, and it made my sleep-deprived day to play with so many cool peeps. So shout out to y'all, and anybody else I interacted with this past weekend. Everybody was just very, very nice. So this is my 5th regional now, and I still have not quite made a day 2. I've gotten close, but hasn't really been in the stars. And honestly, a lot of that is due to the decks that I've chosen. I'm an incredibly competitive person. I want to win so badly that I literally make myself anxious when it comes to big competitive events. So for the past 3 regionals, I've picked decks that are very matchup dependent, but are definitely simpler and easier to run, just to ease my nerves. My first ever regional was in Baltimore. I ran Regidrago V-Star, which was the best deck in format at the time, and it mentally exhausted me playing 9 rounds with this very complex deck, to the point that I didn't play again in person for like a month after. I was so burnt out. My next regional was Louisville. I chose Cloth, and it actually happened to be a really good meta play. This was still my best regional that I've ever played at. I went 5-3, and I was in a win and in round 8, which I lost to, of course, Regidrago. So coming off that, I was really excited. I wanted to play Cloth again, so I played that to San Antonio. It was not a good meta play this time. I was just blinded by my love of Cloth. That one didn't go so well. Then in Vancouver, I tried to catch the meta off guard and played Future Hands, but I just didn't get the matchups that I thought I was going to get, and I came up short. So after all of that, I decided to play a more complex deck again, because in my mind, I'm like, well, I've tried the luck thing, that one hasn't quite worked out for me. I guess I just need to be a better Pokemon player and actually run a good deck. I ended up choosing Tera Box, and I got a good amount of practice in with Tera Box when it became legal on the app and in standard play and all that fun stuff. And then I missed out on the Milwaukee registration opening the first time, and it said on the tweet or whatever that there were not that many spots. They had limited space. So I really thought that I'd missed that one, and then 2 weeks before the event, they reopened some spots. Me and my buddy both got in, and all of a sudden, I had a regional to practice for. Now, when it comes to choosing what deck you want to play for a regional, my tip is to choose 3 to 5 decks that you think could be good into this event about a month prior to the event, ideally. Then about 2 weeks before the event, you should narrow that down to a top 2 or 3 decks that you think will play well into the meta and that you know pretty well. Then about a week before the event, that's when I think you should nail down what deck you're going to play and try not to deviate from it. I know the night before regionals, I always get in my head and I'm thinking about if I want to play this or this or this, and every time so far I've ended up just going with the deck that I was preparing with. But I still think about it. But I would say nail it down about a week before the event, and then that last week, just spend teching and just making sure you have the absolute perfect line of every card that you could possibly want in that 60 card list. I think this is the best bet for knowing your deck really, really well and just making a rational decision for what deck you want to play into a regional. So for Tera Box, we were deciding if we wanted Cornerstone Mask Ogerpon. How many of the other Ogerpons? Do we want multiple Lillie's Clefairies? I do. Do I want a Penny? Do I want a Jamming Tower? Do I want a Super Rod? I ended up saying no to those 3 and Cornerstone, but I think I'm overall happy with the text that I did include. I did end up going up against Joltig Box, and I really just wish that I had more time to practice that matchup, because that was my first time ever playing that matchup in real life, and they absolutely skunked me. So I don't know if there was a tech that we could have included to help us against that. I think Joltig Box might have just been a bad matchup for us. But either way, there were preparations that I wish I had done that I didn't do, but I'm pretty happy with how it went overall. At the end of the day, regionals are a guessing game, and the top players are both really good at Pokemon and really good at predicting what other people are going to be playing so that they not only choose the right deck to play into the meta, but the right techs to play into the meta. And those are arguably more important as long as you already have the Pokemon skill to go with it. I think I'm gradually getting a little bit better at guessing what the meta is going to be and then playing a deck that plays well into those things while also playing a deck that I still enjoy. Because at the end of the day, we're playing a card game and you should play a deck that you enjoy. Anyways, shout out to the volunteers and the workers at the event and the judges. Y'all were absolutely incredible, so helpful, and I just really appreciate that you guys were just volunteering your time to come help us play this fun, silly little card game. So I appreciate the hell out of you guys, and yeah, now I need to get to thinking about what I want to play for NAIC. I really have no clue. This is going to be my first big event where the set is being released and becoming legal for the first time at this event. So I'm nervous about that. Destined Rivals is one hell of a set. Right now I'm thinking about the Marnie's Grimmsnarl Frostlass deck. That one piques my interest the most right now, but I'm not set on anything. If Feraligator's good at NAIC, that's what I'm playing, but I don't think it's going to be good. But let me know down in the comments what you think I should play to NAIC. Keep in mind, I'm not playing Polt or Guardy or Raging Bolt because I just don't like those decks. Nothing against them, they're really good right now, just not my style. But let me know down in the comments what I should run. Thank you all so much for watching. I appreciate y'all so freaking much. If you enjoyed this video, drop a like, drop a subscribe. If you really want to help out the channel, you can become a channel member. Check that out if it seems interesting to you. I would love you forever. But I appreciate each and every one of you in my lovely, beautiful Totodile gang. I appreciate y'all so much, and I hope you have an absolutely wonderful day. We'll see you next time.